and welcome to Faith Lutheran Church. I'm Pastor Mike Weigen. On the weekend of June 21st, we are going to begin the celebration of Lord's Supper in our services again. But it will be, at least for a time, significantly different, and I wanted to walk you through that today. When you come into church that Sunday, if you desire to take communion, please proceed to one of the tables, like this one here, and for each person communing in your family, take one of these plastic bags. Inside the plastic bag is a packet that looks like an hourglass. On one side is the bread. On the other side is the wine. When you grab that packet on the way into church, just leave it as is and take it with you into the pew to use at communion time. We'll have communion at the normal time during the service. When that time arrives, we'll alert you to be ready with your packet. We'll go through the portion of the communion liturgy, and then before the pastor speaks the words of institution where he says the Lord Jesus Christ and that he was betrayed, he will pause and alert you then to open your bag and take out your communion packet. When he's finished saying the words of institution, he'll then begin by asking the congregation to take and eat. After that, he'll give you time to open the pull tab and to take the piece of bread and eat. After that, you can turn your cup over, pull open the tab for the wine. Again, the pastor will pause to give you time to do that. Then he'll say, take and drink. And at that time, you'll drink the wine portion of the communion packet. After that, he'll give the departing blessing, and the communion portion of the service will conclude. One word about these little packets. If you perhaps have arthritis or something like that, maybe communicate with somebody in your family to be there to help you open the tabs so that that's easy for you to do. The other thing is when you're done with your cup, we ask then that you would place it into the bag and zip that bag up so that it can be disposed of on your way out of church. When church is dismissed, you'll take your bag with you and you'll deposit it in the wastebasket. If it's in the sanctuary here, if you're in one of the auxiliary rooms, there'll be a wastebasket for you there as well. Just a word about this practice and how it plays into the Bible's teaching on communion. We believe that the things present for Lord's Supper are necessary. This is much like what we would do in a shut-in situation. You have the bread and the wine. You have the words of God, the pastor and the people there together for the distribution of it. And you have the people receiving it. Maybe a question would come up, is this something we plan to do for the foreseeable future? Well, we'll do this as long as the health situation is fluid and there are still those concerns. We will eventually return to our normal practice of communion. One of the reasons there is the act of getting up and going together to the front and being next to each other is one of the ways that we visibly confess our oneness of faith. And we don't want to lose that for the long term. If you have any other questions about how communion will work these coming Sundays, again, the first one, the weekend of June 21st, and then the regular cycle of the first and the third weeks. If you have any questions, please contact one of the pastors.